everyone, it's Angela, and with Easter just around the corner, you know it is time to make some Paska bread. You're going to need some basic bread ingredients and make sure that you pick out whether you want raisins in this or not, or other dried fruit. Start your yeast with some warm milk, about 110 degrees, and 2 cups of the flour. We're going to use about 6 cups total. I'm using bread flour, but all-purpose flour works too. Mix this up and let it's your sponge. We're going to let that set aside and activate for about 30 minutes. And while we're waiting for our yeast, I'm going to separate the eggs, mix your egg yolks with your sugar, and then we'll set that aside too. Take the egg whites and you're going to beat those until you have stiff peaks. And yes, you can do it by hand. It takes a lot of elbow grease. My battery died there, but I did use a hand mixer instead, and I set that aside. And then I mixed my sugary egg yolks in with my dough starter, added my melted and cooled butter, mix that in too, and then add vanilla before starting to add the beaten egg whites. We'll add those in slowly. I want to keep as much of the fluffy egg whites as I can, so it looks really fast right here, but I am folding it and mixing it in slowly, believe me. Once we get that mixed in, we will start adding the flour. I added dried orange peel here. It's one of my favorite things to add to any kind of like holiday bread. So you can omit that, you can add that, you can use actually freshly grated or zested orange peel if you have it, that works too. And then I'm incorporating my flour slowly here, about a cup and a half at a time until it's fully combined. And then once your bread has been fully combined, cover it with a sheet of cling film. We're going to set it aside for about 30 minutes in a nice warm spot in your kitchen. While you are letting it rise, soak your fruit, raisins. I used a combo of raisins and then like golden raisin mix. Add that to your bread dough and mix that in until it's evenly distributed. And then once again, we're going to cover this and set it aside to rise. Once that has set aside, I've got my Paska bread molds. You don't need to grease these. The ones that I got, they worked really, really well. You're going to fill them about halfway full. They can be filled up to 2/3 full, but halfway works really, really well for me. We're going to cover these with cling film once they're all filled. You can set them on a baking sheet now before they rise or right before you pop them in the oven. Anyway, cover them with your sheet of cling film again. Let them sit for 30 minutes. Put them on a baking sheet if you haven't already, and your oven should be preheated at 350 degrees. We're going to pop these in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes for the size that I use. And once they're cooled, we're going to make the icing for these. I mixed 2 cups of confectioner's sugar with lemon juice. You can add lemon extract if you like, or use vanilla extract, whichever works for you. We're going to spread the icing over the tops of each of the loaves. I've already peeled the bread mold off of these. I use a little bit extra icing on the top of each of them. That way the icing drips naturally down the side of each of my Paska loaves. You can apply as much or as little as you want. Just make sure that you have a nice drizzle consistency so that it stays on top of the loaf. If it's too thin or if the loaves are still warm, your Paska icing will just slide right off. Add your nonpareil sprinkles in festive Easter colors, and then slice and serve. I usually cut this into 4 portions per approximately 4-inch loaves. I know you're going to love these. I hope you have a wonderful Easter, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Come back. We have so many recipes that I love to share with all of you.